Living in Canada, in the winter, you just go to outdoor hockey rinks. That's what you do. Why fight it? Eventually, we all ended up with hockey scars. There's one of mine. Can you see it? This story I'll call Stick to the Face, huh? My friends and I still love to play hockey on outdoor rinks. It's really Canadian. These small rinks are kept up by volunteers. They are the real backbone of the hockey community in Canada. It's thankless work. But even with all of their tremendous efforts, outdoor ice in Canada can be sketchy at best. So one day, I made some plans with friends to go play hockey at an outdoor rink that's close to our house. My wife and young daughter think it's a great idea. They want to come along and go explore the park while I hockey fight the other dads. Well, we get to the park, I meet up with my buddies, and we start lacing up our skates to have some hockey fun. Off to the side, my wife and my daughter are enjoying their little excursion into the park, playing nicely in the beautiful winter wonderland. Like always, the weather was piling up in Canada, and the rinks were half covered in snow, which typically isn't the best skating type environment. Anyways, a few of us grown-ups are playing hockey, and pretty quickly it gets competitive. One of my friends decides he wants to get by me with the puck. His move is to push the puck between my feet and then try to edge by me to retrieve the puck on the other side. Well, stage one, pushing the puck through my feet goes fine. Then he raises his hands and the stick to get around me, and that's where his skates hit the patch of snow. Well, for those of you not trained in the physics of skating, when you hit a patch of snow on ice, your skates stop dead, which forces the rest of you to go violently forward and down, forward and down, forward and down, including everything held high, hands, sticks, whatever. So the downward force of his hands forced the stick right through my nose. Well, shortly after that, I remember picking myself up off the ice. I was clearly dazed, and seeing the amount of blood I was losing, I figured that my game was over for the day, unless the team needed me. Basically, it tore a real good hole in my face. Quickly gaining my senses, I wheeled around to see where my wife and my daughter were to make sure they didn't see it. Luckily, they were still having fun, not looking at our hockey game. They weren't looking directly at me. So I got my skates off, packed up my stuff, and went over to retrieve my wife and daughter so we could go home. My wife looked at me like nothing had happened. She was trying to avoid trauma to our daughter. I think my wife loved that ride home. The knowing look on her face. I probably should have listened to her when she told me to go get stitches. But in the end, it just became another great dad's quality story.